Good morning, class of 2026. How you guys doing today? This is Mr. Hunt coming back with you, coming back at you live. Well, not live, but recorded. uh, got some interesting things I want to share with you today. We want to look at some more surface areas. But today we're not looking at prisms anymore. We're actually going to look at pyramids. Okay. Remember, can you tell me one of the features about a pyramid? One of the features that we learned about the difference between pyramids and prisms. Can anyone think of that? One that I could think of is that pyramids have one base, prisms have two bases, okay? So, today we're going to learn how to calculate the surface area of pyramids, okay? We will be doing square and rectangular pyramids. That means that the base of these shapes are either square or rectangular, and the base will be the bottom in this case because pyramids do not have a top. They have an apex, which is the point or the tip that they come to at the top. Okay, the triangles all come to at the top. Now here we go. We're going to break this down. We're looking at a shape right here. Okay, and looking at this shape, you can see that it has a square bottom. Okay, this shape has a square bottom. Look right there. That is a square bottom. So this will be a square pyramid. Okay, this is a square pyramid, not rectangular. Saying that it has a square bottom and it's a square pyramid, that means that this has to be the same dimension as this. So 10 times 10 will be the area of this shape. Now, looking at this, so let's look at these now. Let me erase this and let's look at these triangles now to see what similarities do they have. Okay, looking at my triangles, here we go. This triangle has a base of 10. This triangle over here has the same base. So remember, area of a triangle is 1/2 times the base times the height. But my base is 10. Well, what is my height? The height goes straight up, right here, up the center. So here's your height. And that's telling it the height is 15. So the height of all of these triangles is 15, as you can see. They're all 15. They have the same base, 10, and they have the same height. Okay, so they all meet up as an apex. You have 4 triangles and you have 1 square base. So you're calculating the area of a square base and the area of 4 triangles that all have the same dimensions. 4 triangles. They all have the same dimension, okay? They all have the same height. They all have the same base, okay? So let's look at this. Moving up. Find the total surface area of the three-dimensional figure. Well, okay, remember that the height is right here and the base is right there, okay? Okay, and here is the bottom of your triangle, and it is a square, and it is 10 by 10, okay? 10 by 10, okay? And this is the height of this triangle here is 15 by 10. 1/2 times the base 10 times the height 15. Got it? Okay, now here we go. So looking here in my calculations, I calculate the area of the triangle. It was 1/2 base times height, or it was 1/2 10 times 15. 10 times 15 is 150. 150 times 1/2 will give you 75. So the area of one triangle is 75 feet squared. Okay, you can see that right here. The area of one triangle is 75 feet squared. 10 times 15 is 150. 150 times 1/2 is 150 over 2. 150 over 2 is 75. Remember, every fraction is a division problem. Now, here we go. Let's look at this. The square. The square is easy because both the dimensions are the same. So it will be 10 times 10. 10 times 10 is 100. And so you have 100 for the area of your square. The area of your triangle is 75. The area of your square is 100. Now, remember, you have 4 triangles. So total surface area right here equals 4 times the area of the triangle plus the area of the square. So that will be 4 times 75 plus 100. 4 times 75 is, this typo messed up already, yeah. Mm-hmm. I think I did. Yep, I did. Okay. This should be 400. The reason I'm saying that is because 4 times 75 is 300. 300 plus 100 is 400. So it should be 400 feet squared, okay? The total area of this pyramid, surface area, is 400 feet squared. Got that? Now, here we go. Let's go to the next one. Here we go. Going on to the next one. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I want to give a shout out to some people here. First, I want to give a shout out to these people got 30 out of 40 or higher on their independent practice. That would be Jada, Calvin, Rael, Ava, Nakia, Asia, and Tristan. Good job, Tristan. Good job, Nakia. She's back in the game. Haven't heard from her in a minute. As far heard from her as far as her getting high scores. So she's back in the game. That's good to know. So these people not only got at least 30 out of 40, but they aced it. They aced the independent practice. They got 40 out of 40. Jada, Thomas, Calvin, Brooks, Ava, Nakia, Asia, and Tristan. Good job. All got 40 out of 40 on the independent practice. That means that you guys are showing effort and you're really trying to understand this and work it out, okay? Now, exit ticket. Your exit ticket, for these people got perfect scores on the exit ticket. That's 20 out of 20. They got all of them right. Destiny, good job. Shamira, good job. Jada T again. And Taekwon, good job, Taekwon. Haven't heard from you in a minute, so that's a good thing. And by hearing from you, I mean I haven't called your name out as far as a high score in a while, so that's good to hear. All right, back to what we're doing. Remember, we calculated the area of a square pyramid, but what about the area of a rectangular pyramid? When rectangular means that the length is different from the height of the base. The length is different from the height. So let's look at this. Going up here, it says, what is this shape? This shape, well, looking at this, it is a pyramid because it has one base, but it is a what? Rectangular pyramid. I'm passing by 8 and I'm passing by 7. So my length is 8, my width is 7. So this is a rectangular, and I'm not going to put all of that in here because I can't write with this thing. Okay, here we go. And rectangular. Bam, pyramid. Okay, now here we go. What are the shapes that are in the net? Well, I have 4 triangular faces. 4. 1, let me get my pointer here. 1, 2, there's a back side and there's a left side. So this is the right side. This is the front face. This is the left side over here. And this is the back side. Okay. So if you hear me say left or right in your work, then that's what I'm talking about. This is the right side over here. This is the front face. This is the back face. This is the left face. Okay. Now, so looking at this, let's do this here. I'm going to erase all of this, knowing that I have a rectangular base. Let's look at some things here. I know I have 4 triangles, but let's look and see if all of my triangles, what dimensions do they have, or do they all have the same dimension? Okay, here we go. Looking at this triangle here, this front face, okay, has a base of 8, but it has a height of what? 10. So this triangle is 8 by 10. If this is 8, then that means the back over here is also 8, and the height of the back triangle also has to be 10. So you have 2 triangles that are 8 by 10. You have 2 triangles that are 8 by 10. Now, let's keep going. What about over here? This base, the bottom of this side, the width of this rectangle is 7, but the height of the triangle is not 10, it's actually 9. So 7 by 9. If this is 7, then this has to be 7 over here as well. That means that the height of this triangle, the left triangle, has to be 7 by 9. The height of the areas of the right triangle has to be 7 by 9. The dimensions of the left triangle, 7 by 9. The dimensions of the front triangle, 8 by 10. The dimensions of the back triangle, 8 by 10. Here we go. So we have 2 triangles that are 8 by 10. We have 2 triangles that are 7 by 9. And we have this is not square. This should be rec. We have a rectangle here. We have a rectangle here that has the same dimensions, that has the dimensions of 8 by 7. Okay, so we have two triangles that have 8 by 10, two triangles that have 7 by 9, and one rectangle that is 8 by 7. We have to add up all of those areas together to calculate what the total surface area is. So let's move down here. And here we go. And just to draw on this, just to show you guys something, this right here is your 8, okay? But this right here is your 7, okay? And that has 7 by 9 in red, 7 by 9, okay? Now, over here is your 8 by 10. I'm doing the base and the height of the triangle. Okay, base and the height. So these blue ones are 8 by 10, both. These red ones are 7 by 9. Base is 7, height is 9. Base is 7, height is 9. Over here, blue, base is 8, height is 10. Base is 8, height is 10, okay? So here we go. Okay, so the area of the front and back triangle. 1/2, don't forget the 1/2. A lot of people, when they're calculating areas of triangles, they forget to multiply by 1/2 or just divide by 2, okay? So here we go. Now, so the area of the triangle is 1/2 base times height. That would be 1/2 times 8 times 10. 8 times 10 is 80. 80 times 1/2 will be 80 over 2, and 80 over 2 is 80 divided by 2, which is just right here, 40. So the front triangle has an area of 40, but there are two of them. So I'll be doing 2 times 40. Now, let's go to the left and right triangle. The base was 7 right here. The height was 9. So 7 times 9 is 63. 63 times 1/2 will be 63 over 2. 63 over 2 is 63 divided by 2, which will be 31.5. So this will be 63 over 2 right here. And then you will have 63 over 2 equals 31.5. Bam, good. Now the square. The square is easy. 8 times 7. Length times width. 8 times 7 is 56. So I have 2 times 40 right here. 2 times 40, the front and back triangle. So I have 2 40. So the front is 40, the back is 40. I have two 31.5 triangles, areas with 31.5 area. I have two triangles with area 40. I have two triangles with area 31.5. So 2 times 31.5. And I have one square with area 56. Add all of those together, and you wind up with a total surface area of 199. 2 times 40 is 80. 2 times 31.5 is 63. So 80 plus 63 plus 56 will give you 199 centimeters squared. Don't forget that when you're working with area, the units are always squared. The units are always squared. So that is good. All right. So you guys will have this assignment today. You have IXL to do, you have independent practice to do, and then you have an exit ticket. Take your time on it. Please do not rush through this. Please do not just hit any kind of answers because it will affect your grade, okay? All of these are being graded and your grades are being updated, okay? So be careful, all right? Take your time. Don't rush through this, okay? We're all trying to learn. We're not trying to cheat to learn. We're not trying to get off the easy way. We work hard for everything that we earn, all right? So here we go. Go ahead and do your assignments. I hope you guys are enjoying this stuff. I will be talking to you more about tomorrow's assignment later. Okay. Have a good day. Miss you guys as always. Goodbye.